What is the deal, man? What is going on? What is happening? What is going on, my Raider family? Today, man, you are back for another episode here of the Raider Rundown, man. And we are going to be touching on a multitude of topics today, man. We're going to be touching on some rumors that we got with the off season. I mean, definitely got to be getting into that. Definitely going to be getting into some of this quarterback talk that we got, right? You know what I mean? Sheduer not throwing at the combine. Look like Cam Warden might not be throwing at the combine either. Got to talk about some of that. Some veteran quarterback talk as well, bro. There's a lot to get into, man. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead. Let's get the intro started. Let's get some of the homies on screen, man, and let's get the show cracking. What is going
What's
on?
good?
What's happening? What is the deal? Like I said, you are back for another episode here of the Raider Rundown, man. At the very least, make sure you guys are tapping on the like button. And you always know what I said, man. Subscribe button if you're feeling what you're hearing as well. But as you can see, we are joined by some of the family on screen, man. We got some of the dogs here, man.
Yes,
First
sir.
and foremost, man, we got our guy LV Raider 10 down here below, man. As you can see, joining us tonight. What's going on, big dog?
What's up, everybody? What's up, nation?
Man, what's going on, man? Of course, it's been a minute since we've had our guy, man, Unk, in the building on the Rundown show too, man. So we got Turf in the building. We had to go ahead and spice it up this evening, man. Get to really talking some of this Raider talk with the dogs, man. So first and foremost, hit the like button not only on my channel, but also on the brothers' channels as well, man. Make sure you guys are showing love over there as well. So appreciate everybody that's tapping in. Don't have all of my graphics here, right? But at the end of the day, we already know what's going down, right? So we always start the show off with the same every single show, man, and that is some of the chat lives matter, man, with that roll call, man. Got to give a shout out to some of our people that's in the building, man. Silver Smoke, always showing love, man. Salute to you, man. Rundown, have a great show. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you. Our guy, man, Big Jeff in the building, man. What's going on?
Salute, Jeff.
What's going on, big dog? How you feeling? We got Sacktown Raider Mike in the building. What's going on, Sacktown? What's the deal with you, bro? Glad you can be here, man. Glad you joining us this evening, man. Who else we got up in here, man? We got Dominique 5 in the building, man. What's going on, man? What up? What's up? Our Raiders baby in the building, man. What's
What's
going on?
Jay in the building.
Did baby Jay already make his appearance already? Did that already happen, or are we still waiting?
Yeah, no, little Jay is here for sure.
Okay. Yeah, man, congratulations, man. I'm happy for you, big dog. I'm happy for you. Isaiah Randolph in the building, man. What's going on, bro? Make sure you guys are tapping in with the conversation, bro. It's going to get spicy this evening, man. We're going to talk a lot of rumors that we done heard. You know what I mean? A lot of things that we're going to either put some air and smoke to that fire, or we're going to either go ahead and try to smolder that shit out. It's one of the two tonight.
Yes, sir.
Salute to everybody, man. Raiders fool Chris in the building as well, man. What's going on? Uh-oh. We already, man. Brandon Nelson says. Matthew Stafford, man. My God, Man, what's going on? Alec M in the building, man. What's going on? Alec M. Yes, sir. And then, man, I saw one more, man. Last but not least, I want to go ahead and get it in because I see some of our guys in here. I ain't seen them in a minute, man. My guy Trey, man. What's up with my much love to my guy, man. Dixon Sider, he always showing love, bro. Gotta show love there, man. Big one of 83, always showing love, man. And of course, last but not least, man, my guy Dre for show. And just another DJ, man. Always the guy right there, man.
Just another
yes,
DJ
sir.
in the building. That's my guy.
Salute to all the people, man. You already know, man. Every time a rundown show is popping, we already got the regular suspects in the building, man. So appreciate y'all. But like we said, man, we're gonna go ahead and get it spicy, get it started with a spicy evening tonight, right? So before we get into all the good talk, the shit everybody came to see, let's talk about some actual team news that went on real quick before we get into that.
Oh, yep.
And that is let me see which one. Yeah, there we go. That is Isaiah Palomau has been re-signed to the roster, right?
Right.
Uh-oh.
Lost rundown.
Uh-oh.
I was excited about this, by the way.
Yeah, so was that.
Did they give the numbers?
Yeah, right here it says 8.45 mil for 2 years.
Oh yeah, that's love.
Easy.
That's
easy.
love. Yeah, that's love. It's probably got a lot of incentives in his contract.
Yeah,
which
most
makes
likely.
sense. That would be my guess. But there he is.
Oh yeah, my bad. But now I'm asking how y'all feel. For me personally, I'm very excited. I kind of talked about this in one of my shows. I think this was the move to go. Regardless, because Epps wasn't coming back, so you at least needed to bring back either him or Merrick, one of the younger options. But how y'all feeling just out of totality with this signing? Let me start with LV. Let's start with LV.
Yeah, I mean, I really like this. I've been saying it for a while that I think we should re-sign him. But I know, we were kind of talking about it for a little bit that you were saying, I think on one of our shows we were together on, that Palomau and Trayvon Merrick kind of played similarly this last couple, down the stretch. So does this signing now kind of give the question of the contract extension with Merrick a little bit more, like, do we question him more? Is he going to come back? I don't know. I mean, I like it. It's just straight Isaiah Palomau. I really like it. I think he even outplayed what he's got here, to be honest.
Oh, 100%. I mean, this right here is stealing. I mean, this is stealing. If you get this man for this amount of money, and if he does what I think he's going to be able to do, which is, become a really good, solid player, and dare I say somebody you really gonna have to really start talking about, especially in our division, of course. But I think you got him for a steal. I'm gonna let Turf go ahead and now kind of explain my little thoughts about the safeties. But how you feel about this, Turf?
I'm excited as well, man. It's a excellent sign. I love the cost. I'm assuming that he's got a lot of incentives in these contracts for these 2 years. I would hope so. Otherwise, I do feel like we got him. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's par for the course when it comes to, needing to build some things out and now dealing with a different regime, different front office, right? Things are going to change and guys will take, deals that are conducive to the team or else, I think. And I think you're seeing that right now. He was more than happy to sign it. I'd love to see those incentives, though. I'm assuming, like Rundown said, if he does what people expect, this is nothing. He'll probably have more money and incentives. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, it's a steal.
Yeah, I'm excited. Great call.
Yeah, I mean, for your first move, I'm happy for it. You know what I mean? Like, at least, we see that the contracts, we ain't handing out stupid money. That's one.
Correct.
So at least that's good. I see people Epps. I don't want to completely shit on Epps. Like, I did like Epps at the time for when he came in. He brought some leadership, some stability. But it's just a simple fact, bro. It's a cap casualty. I mean, the way Isaiah Palomau played last year, there's no way you can go back to Epps after that. You know what I mean? You just can't do it. He's younger. You know what I mean? He has more left in the tank, and Epps is coming off an injury, so it just makes a lot of sense. Now I did say it it was the Raiders connection. I said it on with LV, but I do to a degree, bro. Like I get everybody want to re-sign Merrick, but I ain't share the screen with you in a minute, Turf, so you can let me know if I'm tripping or not. But I low-key feel like if we re-sign Merrick, we're gonna ask one of them to be playing out of position, and one of them gonna have to like figure it the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's like I don't really feel like Isaiah Palomar is a true center fielder. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't feel like that. I don't feel like Trayvon Merrick is a true center fielder. I feel like they both kind of do the similar things, right? Which is like, all right, well, we got to play scrimmage. We got to get our hands on people a little bit, be physical. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we got to do. Now, if you tell me we got Isaiah Palomar for $8 million and both Trayvon Merrick and Javon Holland both cost 15, I mean, either to me, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I would feel like the better pairing to me is Javon Holland, but I understand why people want to go ahead and get Trayvon Merrick. I mean, how do you feel, Turf?
I say the same thing. I mean, I don't know. I think it depends on what we do, right? It depends on our corner, selection, right?
Right.
And as well as they play. I could see both of them being on the field at the same time, and it won't be too big of an issue trying to quote unquote figure it out. And I think I would go with the younger of the two and have him play out of pocket, if you will, which would be Palomar, right?
Right.
I think he has the ability to do that, but again, we have to have great play right from that slot and corner. And if we don't have that, now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble because there's no help figuring it out, if you will, and that can be a lot of problems in our division where people are going to be stacked, and they will key on that in a heartbeat.
I agree. I mean, how do you feel, LV, about because me like with the Merrick thing, like I'm there, like I want to re-sign Merrick,
right?
But I'm still something in me is kind of. I don't know, bro. You feel me? Because last year was the only year. Let's not get this shit twisted. Like last year was like we've seen multiple good years from Trayvon Merrick. Like, no, it's only been last year. So let's not get that shit twisted. So I mean, how do you feel on that? I'm still iffy, bro. For me.
I mean, I kind of agree like what you were saying earlier. They kind of play similar positions, but I think that Merrick can actually figure it out a little bit more if he has to play that center field kind of position. I feel like he could possibly figure it out because I feel more comfortable having Palomar down, in the box, basically. I feel more comfortable with that. But like you're saying, if Merrick is asking for a lot and it's comparable to what Javon Holland is getting, I'm honestly gonna go with the same take Holland at that point too, because then he fits the overall defense better than if you're trying to make Merrick figure it out at that point. But I think if we re-sign him and Merrick says, hey, I want to stay on this team on a cheaper deal, I want to play under Pat Graham, the guy I've had the most success, the most successful year under, I have no problem with that. And I think, like I said, I think he could do it. So I don't know. I like it.
I agree, to a point where, if Merrick does decide, okay, I'll come back, I want to play under Pat Graham, maybe I won't take that much, right? But looking at Spotrac, he's looking like damn near 15, 17 mil. And to me, it's a little rich. I ain't gonna lie. Like 16, 17 mil is a kind for Trayvon Merrick. I don't think he's worth all of that, especially when you tell me that Javon Holland's only worth 50, closer to, on the low end, right? 15 on the which I'll take. You feel what I'm saying? Now, some people look at last year for Javon and be like, oh, no, we don't really like last year, and Trayvon had a better year. But I would argue, though, for the totality of the career, to start the careers off, Javon Holland was a better safety. It's only been since last year where we were like, oh, no, he's not. But, I mean, the whole Miami team be getting punked and be called soft. So, at the end of the day, so it's like, is it really just Javon Holland? So, I don't know. For me, I would go with the better fit. I know we want to keep our guys, but I just feel like there's a better safety for me. Now, if y'all feel different, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But
if we're gonna pay him that same amount of money, then yes, I can see what you're saying. Absolutely. Morig is not proven, if you will. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's on his way, and he definitely helped himself greatly this last year, but he's still not there. Is the reason why you have that hesitance on wanting to pay him, and I don't think you're alone.
No, I mean, bro, yeah. I just, I don't understand, when some people are just like, blindly, and I get it because we like to prioritize our guys. We don't see too many of our guys become successful, get the second contract and finish here. So we want to see that. I understand, but I think we are in the ways that we do it. Now, one of the ways where you're like, oh yeah, bro, keep that. You know what I mean? Undrafted free leave, came in here, started to make the way. You keep that 100% all day. But here's another topic that we're going to discuss. And I'm going to bring this up, and I don't know if any of y'all have discussed it on your shows or whatever the case, but this is new for me. And I'm going to discuss it. Hopefully I can get the graphic up quick. But, right, I saw this is another player list that Turf just said. I like him, but I'm hesitant, and that's Malcolm Kuntz. And I'm going to tell you why.
Bingo.
I heard a rumor that the Raiders are interested in Josh Sweat, right? Whoa. Now, if the Raiders want Josh Sweat, I'm not paying Malcolm Kuntz. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it. All of y'all can sit here. Some people can be mad at me but if the Raiders seriously are looking at Josh Sweat and he seriously wants to come here, I'm not paying Malcolm Kuntz a dime. I'm just not doing it, bro. Like, I'd fuck around and pay Josh Sweat and get Chason back before I paid Malcolm Kuntz $10+ million. Yes. So I mean that's just me. Now, let's start with Turf on this one. I'm gonna bring up the graphic right now because I retweeted and all type of shit yesterday. But if this is true that the Raiders are intrigued with the Josh Sweat, where are you with that?
I'm absolutely ecstatic about it. Again, he's proven there. Yep. He's coming with a chip, so he's gonna have a chip on his shoulder. Yep. I think it would be a great thing for the young folks in the locker room, even the guys that aren't young but still searching for that chip. You got somebody you can lean on now, and it's on the defensive side of the ball, which is only going to help us. It's going to be the strongest part of our entire team, right, as a unit, and it makes a lot of sense. Again, if you're going to have to pay Kuntz, coming off of an injury, that's no contact, you have no idea how he's going to return. It makes no sense. Spend the extra couple dollars to get something that's proven and you know what you want on top of all that those other intangibles that you get, as far as having a Super Bowl winner come through the building. I mean, that's huge. I don't know if people really realize how big, guys like that, and just the swag they walk around. They've won a chip. You know what I mean? It's just a different situation scenario. They know how to get there. They've done it, and it does build a locker room.
Yeah. I mean, I see some people, and I personally, I don't think Kuntz should be getting $10 million. I think a lot of us think that, but again, we don't know the thought processes behind some of these talks. She really wants and all these extra, but I mean, LV, where are you at? I mean, hearing this, right? Where would you be at?
I mean, we just seen, Josh Sweat is a fucking dog. Like my only worry about this is how much is bro gonna want? Because if he's asking for an astronomical fucking number, it's gonna be hard to open up the pocketbooks. But you're not gonna pay Kuntz. I've seen as much as $20 million. Like, I think that's insane. Jeez. That is just insane. At that point, if you're willing to open it up for Kuntz, who is unproven, only had 1 year of good productivity, allocate all that to Josh Sweat, bro. Because him and Max Crosby would be absolutely insane on the edges, for sure.
Now check it out, right? What number did you just tell us, LV, that you've seen for Kuntz? As high as what?
As high as 20.
I'm looking at Spotrac, bro. This is saying 18 for 3 years for Josh Sweat. You goddamn right I'm giving this man that money.
Yes. What the
fuck? You goddamn right. 3 years, 18?
Bro.
Stop that, bro.
I'll tell you this. What this is also doing is absolutely diminishing that $20 million that Kuntz wants, and he's now has to make a decision. Do I want to go somewhere that nobody has any clue anymore, and I got to really fight my way back, or do I want to take less money and stay with people that know me and give me a shot to get back up to speed? And if he's smart, he's going to take less money, and for all we know, we could get both of them. I mean, think about it. Think about it. Can you imagine Chase on Max on one side, him and Kuntz on the other side?
So I'm gonna say this. Do y'all think that you think he's getting Brian Burns money? Because a lot of people say, oh, he's not getting that. He's not getting that. He's not. Brian Burns got 5 years, damn near 28 mil. Damn near his salary cap, bro. Josh Sweat not getting that type of bread. He's not getting that. I'm sorry. He's as good as Josh Sweat is. He's not Brian Burns good. Brian Burns is different. You feel me? So I'm not seeing that. And then for the most that I'm seeing, bro, around his type of salary for the type of player he is, bro, it's like 17 mil, bro. Like 19 mil, maybe. You feel me? But if y'all thinking this man for to get somewhere like close to 30 mil and shit, like he's not getting that. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now, bro. He's not getting 30 mil. No. Fuck no. And if somebody gives his man 30 mil, bro, that's stupid. It's not that don't mean it's a good decision. That's just dumb.
Right.
You shouldn't be giving that man that. But somebody asked a great question because another rumor popped up as well. And this is what this one I'm a little more weary. I'd fuck around and probably give Kuntz some more money. I'd probably give Kuntz some money on this, but Khalil Mack, we've been for Khalil Mack as well, right? There's been a rumor that said he would like to probably come back. Now this is the thing, right? Like, I mean, you getting probably veteran minimum money, but is he gonna take that? Like that's the whole thing. Where would you be on Khalil Mack returning? Let's start with LV, man. I mean, how you feel about that?
I mean, it's hard because we're obviously super connected to Mack, like just as fans, because of what he did as a Raider. But like that was such a honestly long time ago. And to me, I was a huge Mack fan for sure. But now he's already older. I don't know how much money he's gonna want to command as well. And if he's gonna command anywhere close to what Josh Sweat is worth, I'm paying Sweat over Mack, honestly. Especially after what Sweat did over to Kansas City, who we are competing with in the division. Like I'm sorry, I'm taking Josh Sweat.
Can I just where are y'all trying to spend this money at? That's my question. We look at, bro, every time we bring up a free agent, people are like, oh, that's too much money. Where the fuck are we going to spend the money? Who's getting it? Because all of a sudden, now we too stingy to spend this type of bread, bro. Like, if all of us collectively say we're not paying no Sam Darnold or no shit like that, then we should be able to spend this money. That just is what it is. But, I mean, let me know, Turf, I mean, how you feel about Khalil? Would you rather Khalil coming in here, right, on probably a shorter term deal, something maybe cheaper than Josh Sweat would offer, or you going all in on the big bucks with the Josh Sweat sign? I mean, where would you go?
I mean, if I can get Khalil on a deal, and then Kuntz is way under control, right, and he's definitely on the deal because we don't know what we have, I would be willing to do that because I think at that point you're going to get both of them for the price of Sweat. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would be okay with that. And I think Khalil would pretty much ball out, you know, knowing that this is his last shot opportunity. You know, he's back.
He'd be nice here.
Him. Exactly.
Nice.
It fits. It fits. So it makes sense to me. But it's got to be for the right price. And don't get me wrong, I'll spend a little more. You know what I mean? But I'm just not going to, you know, break the bank. It's just we got too many other holes to fill. We got too many other holes to fill. And the honest truth is we know we're going to break the bank on a quarterback. So
I pray not. We're going to talk about that. We ain't even gotten to the spicy talk. We ain't even gotten to the spicy shit yet, bro. We halfway through the show, man. I mean, but we got man from Space Beast. Appreciate it with the $5 holler, man.
Let's go.
Shout out.
He says, Sweat, Bond, and Becton signed Spiel 2, a 5-2 deal with it. FKC, T-Mac, or Mason at 6. Now, one of the three, I would like. I ain't gonna cap. When you talk about Sweat, Bond. If we got one of them three, I'm straight, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro, because I would love Mekhi Becton coming in here to play some guard, really getting the mauling. Oh, that'd be nice right there if I can do that. Now Zach Bond next to Robert Spillane intrigues me. That moves the needle a little bit. That moves the needle a little. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. If that Josh Sweat shit, dog, if I can get Josh, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I might have to do it. Do you see the way Mahomes was running? We gonna have this motherfucker for his life. His life, bro. We
I agree.
And say if you still get a Mason Graham. Oh my God, dog. Like, oh yeah.
That'd be gross.
That would be
bro.
insane.
This man gonna be running for his life. This man gonna be running for his life. I mean, I just, like I said, bro, if it don't look like we getting the quarterback, fuck it, man. If our quarterback's not playing good, yours ain't either. We all playing shitty in here, bro. We all playing shitty today, bro. Fuck that.
Right.
All right, man. So we going into that, man. Shout out to everybody. Let's get into a little of these chats real quick before we go into big topics, right? When we get to talking about so some of the offensive topics that we're gonna get into the draft as well, because it's getting spicy, man. So let's see what Space B says. No, right? I see a lot of people that are not really excited for Khalil. I can't really get excited for that either. I agree. It's the money's got to be right. And honestly, I don't see him playing, a full role, third down role, something like that, coming in pass rush. I saw Angelo in here somewhere, man. I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is, man. What's going on, Big Angelo? Shout out.
What's up?
Oh no, man.
Raider transplant in the building.
Who else, man? Who else we got up in here? Let's see. Okay, Isaiah comes with some of his free agents. He says he wants to DJ Reed or Trevarius Ward. Now I like it. This brings up a topic for me that I speak about. I'm not too sold on the fact that they're just gonna give the fuck up on Jack Jones. I'm just not. No. I think that he's gonna get one more shot up in this thing with Pete Carroll. I honestly think Pete Carroll is gonna fuck with Jack Jones. I really do. Right. Some of y'all be trying to paint this narrative of Jack, which I think is false. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I really do, because honestly, this is my thing. I feel like some people try to paint him in the Marcus Peters bubble, right? Where it's like, I really don't see that. I don't see he's like that at all as a player, where it's like, does he fall for the okie doke sometimes at corner? Yes. Sometimes he's gonna fall for the double move and shit like that. But am I seeing like no effort? Am I seeing no care for the game? Am I seeing shit like I don't see that, right? Like I don't see that at all. I actually feel like he cares. I actually feel like he's actually getting himself together. I ain't gonna lie. I'll send it to you because it's a long clip, but I heard him speak today on like Good Morning Football or something.
Yeah.
Doing way better, bro. Like he sounds and looks like he's focused. Like,
cool.
It sounds like he focused to me, but y'all let me know, bro, because I'm not sold on the fact we just gonna give up on Jack. Let me know, Turf, because you feel like,
and I'm not gonna say you're giving up on him, but Cool Kev hit it. He hit it right on the nail, man. Keep him off the rails, you know what I'm saying, and he'll be all right. But that's the problem. He doesn't have the ability to control himself based on others, and I think he showed that in that Chargers game, where he just got thrown off. I truly believe they put that man in there just to make him crash out. I really believe that. I think any team that understands Jack Jones will have the ability to have him crash out because he can't control his mind. He can't control himself mentally. This isn't me, saying this is from his past as well. I mean, he's always been a troubled player, and that was the only reason I even agreed to having him, because guess what? AP was his guy. He was the one that he'd actually listen to. Okay. And if you remember, he stopped doing that. So I'm okay with parting ways from that respect. I mean, I think he's had more than enough second chances that people aren't really privy to if you're not thinking about that Patriots, stint. And you talk to any of those Patriots fans, he's not gonna get anything kind. And I think we've seen it. You know what I'm saying? So between that, the amount of chances he takes, I mean, the plays he takes off, somebody said he doesn't tackle. It's just a lot, man. It's a lot to deal with. I'm not saying get rid of the guy, but bottom line, this is definitely the last straw. And he absolutely has to keep his head together. But I haven't seen him ever do it for a season.
So before I go, let LV go. How you feel on the Jack Jones?
I mean, it's tough. I'm a little biased on Jack Jones because I'm from Southern California. I watched him since before I was in high school. Those Long Beach Poly teams with Jack Jones and Juju Smith right after him are some of my favorite teams, growing up and watching around the area. So I'm a little biased if I'm not going to, he went to USC. So that's another bias of mine. But I like him as a player a lot. We've seen flashes of him, what he could be. And yes, he's aggressive. But you can see what he does when he is aggressive, and that's, get the football. What I honestly would like to see if we lose out on Nate Hobbs, try him at the slot corner. You can be a little bit more aggressive at the slot than you can on the boundaries. So if we lose out on Nate Hobbs, try to transition to the slot. I mean, I don't know. But I think we could still work on him. And, Pete Carroll knows how to work on cornerbacks. Like, he's got Richard Sherman, who was a late round pick, and really worked with him. And so I have faith in Jack Jones. But if we get somebody like a Will Johnson, you could probably ease me off the Jack Jones trade real easy, because I like Will Johnson a lot too. And then Jack. So it's all like it's in the air for sure. But I like Jack Jones to wrap it all up, honestly.
Okay. I'll go ahead. I'll play devil's advocate, right? I'll play devil's advocate. For me, this year, bro, I don't see anything wrong with what Jack Jones had did. Now, did he get benched? Yes. But for me, we all done played the game, been around the game. Very easy for a player after you get benched to mail it the fuck in, especially in a 4-and-something season. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I saw a lot of resiliency and a lot of fight from Jack Jones the way he played down the stretch. He did not have to play down the stretch the way he did last year, bro. And he showed a lot of effort and a lot. Now, did he get beaten sometimes? Yes. He's getting beat. He's overcompensating and shit a lot last year. And I think that is some of his downfall. But I think that was what we were praising him for the year before. Right. The ability to go get the football, the ability to go take chances. And I argue to you, the ability, we saw that ability come out more because our fucking D-line was healthy. And if our D-line is healthy again, and say if we do add a Josh Sweat, a Mason Graham, do we not think that he'll be better? I think he'll be better. We all know that good D-line play correlates to good secondary play. You know that, right? So if you continue to strengthen your D-line, look at the way Ja'Cory and Bennett played last year, right? Me and Turf, we already said we eat our words on that. We're fine over there. All right, you get Nate Hobbs. Hobbs, to me, would be the riskiest motherfucker on there because we don't know if he's going to play all 17 games, right? At least with Jack Jones, we know, like, 17. Is he going to get beat at times? Maybe. Right now, a lot of people talk about the attitude. I mean, shit. Richard Sherman was a quiet motherfucker. Come on now.
I mean, but he was. See, y'all kind of painting the bad, but I don't know why y'all painting this.
Earl Thomas was a quiet.
Richard Sherman was a scholar, actually.
Earl Thomas was an outstanding citizen.
Richard Sherman didn't have any kind of issues as far as a player's attitude when it came to being coached or anything along those lines. He just had an attitude.
Earl Thomas was an outstanding citizen, sir. Michael Bennett was an outstanding citizen. These dudes on that Seahawks defense were not no outstanding citizens.
And that was because they meshed with Pete Carroll, and that's the thing. I agree with you. If he can get down with Pete Carroll and his program and actually, believe in that and move forward, we might have a shot with it. But I can assure you, Pete's not going to put up with it either because he doesn't want to deal with that chemistry or the lack of or causing problems within that defense because that is his bread and butter. And I can assure you there won't be as many mix-ups or business decisions that we had with him last year as opposed to this year. I think y'all brushing a lot of the stuff he did under the rug. I mean, the kid
but see, this is my thing, Turf, and I don't mean to cut you off.
I got Jack Jones right here. Y'all know I love Jack Jones. I got the ball with him in AP. I was the most excited. I got pictures. So it's not like I'm over here. I'm actually being as unbiased as you possibly can be. I'm being super objective. I just want to make sure people understand that the kid had player issues before he ever even got to the Patriots, let alone before he got to the Raiders. And y'all just kind of just dismissing it, and I can't do that.
See, but that's my issue. You want to know why I can dismiss this, Turf? Because the motherfucker ain't did shit since he got here. I cannot say that, bro. Like that's not fair, Turf. Because what have we seen off the field to make us say, "Oh, Jack Jones"?
No. Off the field, different. I'm talking about on the field. I'm talking about the guy that got you there, and basically, I mean, there were so many times that there was disrespect between him and AP, and that's where the business decision and things came from. And if he couldn't get it out of you, as far as being clean for the whole season, I don't know if any coach can. That's what I'm saying.
I just feel like we moving goalposts, bro. What you mean being clean? At the end of the day, bro, look, check this out.
What I mean is I don't mean being clean. I mean being clean by as far as his attitude and everything on the field. I'm not talking about off the field because he didn't have any off the field issues. It was the issues on the field with his attitude, his mindset, and the lack of being able to stay in the moment, man, and getting triggered by these guys. I'm telling you, if you watch that Chargers game, it was the biggest tell sign. Anybody that plays poker, you see that tell sign, it's like, that's it, it's over, I got him. And I can assure you that people are going to continue to pick on him with that because they're going to know he doesn't have that. He doesn't have the mental fortitude and toughness, and they just get him out of his game. The tape shows you that, not me. I'm like I said, I'm the most unbiased out here. But if you go watch that Chargers game, I mean, you just saw it. It was so easy for them to just flip him, and he just got flipped.
All right, see, I understand that. I understand exactly everything you're saying. That is true. But another probably reason
is the best coach that is in the NFL for him to be under. I'll put it to you that way.
And that's another thing. Like I don't think people are understanding. Like Pete Carroll is the person for Jack Jones. I mean, everybody's just gonna dismiss that. Now, if we would have gotten some fucking Bill Belichick, I'd have been like, "Oh yeah, like he's getting cut." Yes. You feel what I'm saying? He's getting cut. But I don't see that. Now, this is the thing, and for me, right? Everybody says Trevarius Ward. Everybody says DJ Reed, right? Like Trevarius Ward wants like 15 mil a year, 3 years, right? What did we just say for Josh Sweat? Come on now. Yeah. All I'm saying is like we can't pay everybody. And then this is the next thing. I would be cool with letting Eddie Hobbs go, but then this is the thing. If you sign Trevarius Ward, we don't have no slot corner. We don't. I mean, and everybody says get Will Johnson. Will Johnson don't play slot.
Nah,
he plays out. He plays slot, dog. Like again. So I continuously say you want to move. Me personally, bro, I'm not confident with moving Jack Jones to the slot. I'm not doing that.
I wouldn't do that either. I don't think
it scares me. No, I can't do that. And then after I saw Jacorian Bennett and what he's done in the progression, I don't want to fuck his progression up. I mean, he just got done off of a good year. So why would I move him to somewhere where he has to relearn technique and shit like that? So it's like, I don't think we have a real solution at no slot corner if we do that. I really don't. See, I see people saying that, bro, but it's like we barely saw Jacorian Bennett be good at the outside. Like we can't just automatically assume like, oh yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and be good in the slot either. What happens when we put Nate Hobbs in the outside? Good.
Bro, how many years has he even been in the league? Let's keep it a bean. I mean, he didn't play the whole season. We honestly can't even really say he's just going to be solid for the whole season. He's never even played a whole 17 years.
Yeah, that's
we don't know what's going. You know, and I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer or the negative Nancy guy, but I've already brought myself to the front of the congregation for Jacorian Bennett. I ate everything like Rundown said.
100%.
I had to, but the real reality and the truth is He hasn't played a full season yet.
That either, bro. And that's the next thing. I'm gonna be scared because we sit here and we talk about Hobbs, right? We sit here and we talk about Hobbs.
But not talk about him. That's what I'm saying.
That's 2 years in a row. And then when we brought it up, everybody wanted to push that shit to the side. We were like, hold up, Joe. He has not finished in 2 straight years.
He was my favorite rookie of all time. He's the first rookie jersey I've ever bought.
Bro, so it's like,
wow.
It's my guy.
Yeah.
We
mess with Hobbs. We mess with Hobbs. But,
exactly. I ain't mad. The guy can't play a full season.
Yep.
I'm one of his biggest supporters of all supporters, but he can't play a full season.
Yeah, especially if he's going to ask for a lot of money too at the slot corner. You're not going to want to pay that kind of money for a corner that can't play outside and the slot. If you can play both positions, all right, I'm willing to pay a little bit more for you, but just a slot player, you know what? I'm all right.
Now, DJ Reed is interesting because I think he might be able to get some slot in. I think he can do some slot, but I've seen him primarily be on the outside with the Jets. So it's like,
yeah, that's
another. Or it's like, I don't know if he's a slot corner like that either. So we might be forced, you feel me, to get Nate Hobbs back. I think you kind of forced with the free agent class the way it is. And then you can't guarantee you get a corner of substance, in the draft where you're sitting there and you're like, oh yeah, we feel good about this guy. So probably gonna have to get Hobbs back. I like Travarius, I like all them guys, but I think they'll probably prioritize the trenches before they went outside. That's just me. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Now to the juicy stuff. All right, to the good shit. This is where everybody came to see. All right.
Yeah.
Now let's start. Hold up, 28 minutes ago. Okay, before we start that, we got some news. 30 minutes ago, there is Turf gonna like this, huh? Mutual interest between the Raiders and Amir Abdullah to get a deal done for the next year.
That's Jeff's guy too.
Bro, we need some kind of experience back there. Bro.
I agree. You need something.
Yeah,
I agree.
I would love 3 rookie running backs, but as long as we got somebody experienced in there that can come in and we don't have to worry.
And I agree that Abdullah's the right guy for that. Out of the people we got now, Abdullah's probably that guy.
Yeah, I agree. I let Madison go, get Abdullah, bring Abdullah back.
I would take him. Now, this is going to shock everybody. I would take him over my guy McCormick, bro. Because
shit.
I know that he can do it all. And he's our special teams guy. He's been the most solid special teams dude behind DJ that we've had. Like, I don't know. I just see that experience across the board, and you don't just easily replace that.
Yeah, for me, bro, I think he was. Agree with everybody. He was the best out of the group, that we had. Group wasn't very impressive, but he made plays, bro. Third down, Jaguars game. Single-handedly, I hated him for a week after what the fuck he did in that Jaguars game, bro. So
100-yard game. He's the only one that had a 100-yard game this season.
Did his thing. So I agree with this, bro. And I agree with you, Turf. If you're gonna bring back a veteran, I think it should be Amir Abdullah. And he's cheap. You ain't really
gonna be league minimum. He's gonna be league minimum with a lot of incentives.
Yeah,
he'll never be able to reach because our rookies will be out there playing.
Factuals. There you go. I want 2 of them. You feel me? So LV, you good with it too? How you feel?
Oh yeah. Like I said, Amir Abdullah was probably the best back we had last season, and he is a professional. Like I feel super confident in having him back in our room, especially if we're aiming like everybody's expecting to get more than one running back in this draft. I really like him, to be that leader of men right there in that room. So I like it a lot.
He did that with no line. Let's be real. There was no line.
Damn, he might have been the only one not to fumble. Also,
right?
I think he was the only one not to fumble. Honestly, bro, you look, it's very impressive, bro. 4 contracts. With the squad. That's very impressive.
So, and you can count on again. Y'all all know Turf has been real heavy when it comes to this this new gymnastics college thing that I'm dealing with. Yeah, I know. That's why I was laughing immediately when I saw that.
Keldon froze over.
But I need y'all to understand, like, I'm learning now about that team thing more than ever, because the reality is not only am I worried, learning about that team, but I'm learning about when somebody has to step up, and you gotta go with somebody that's a veteran, and that's what we're gonna do with Abdullah, because you start throwing them freshmen in, like my daughter in gymnastics, or they do those freshman things like she breaks her grips and don't have them, and now don't have a pair, and somebody's got to step in because there's nobody else. You got to be confident in that person coming in, that they can take the ball, they can make the block, right? All those things, and Zamir checks all those boxes, 100%.
Agreed, man. I agree with Cool Kev too, man. Let go of Zamir. I think.
It's definitely time to cut him.
Let him go.
Madison,
all right, man.
too. Madison too.
Oh hell yeah. Get him up out of here. I mean, allow me if I can too. All of it.
Is he still around? He's still on the team?
He's still around.
Wow.
I mean,
my two I'm keeping is Amir Abdullah and Sincere McCormick. Those are the two I'm keeping. I'm going to go draft a couple, and I might get another in free agent.
At least one.
That'll be my 5 room.
At least one, yeah.
I need one in free agency and then 2 in the draft. I'm good. And then the you feel me? The shit is straight. But let's go ahead, man. Let's get into it. What everybody came to see. The most important position, the quarterback position. All right, now, let's begin with this. Okay, let's start with Sam Darnold. All right, because I feel like I want to get that shit out the way now. Right. I've already said, bro, I'm not giving Sam Darnold a red cent if it's over 20. Bro, if that shit's not over 20, if that shit's over 25 million dollars, bro, I'm not giving him that. I'm sorry, I'm just not doing it. I don't think he's worth that amount of money. Right. So. I mean, it's being reported that he is looking to go back to Minnesota, which is good, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
And if he does that, that would be very interesting. I still don't think the Vikings are willing to part with JJ McCarthy. I don't see it. Makes no sense, right? Especially if you can get Sam Darnold for 2 years and you can pull the Jordan Love treatment. I would do that 100%. But Sam Darnold, if he does not come, he's looking at 40 mil. That's what he wants. That's what he's asking for. So how do you feel, bro? How do you feel? Let's start with LV, bro. 40 mil for Sam Darnold. Where we at?
Absolutely not, bro. We've been talking about, making the best decisions monetarily for, what we got. And that would be the dumbest decision, honestly, possible, bro.
Agreed.
Super dumb, because we have so many holes to fill. And honestly, like, we can do a lot of damage in this free agency that is going to help our team a lot. Like we were talking about Sweat and maybe Mac, like all of those guys are honestly a better decision than Sam Darnold. Do I think he's going to not be successful if we hypothetically get him? No, I think he could be possibly successful, but he's going to have so much money tied to him that we're going to be strapped like to him for the next 4 years, and we're not going to be able to do anything. We're not going to go get a future quarterback. We're not going to be able to plug any more holes in free agency, try to get everything in the draft. And like we said the other day, we only got so many draft picks. So I think it's just the wrong decision. The very wrong decision.
We sitting here, it all sounds sweet and sexy. We talking about Josh Sweat and Travarius Ward and all that. You signed Sam Darnold, you kiss that shit goodbye. We not nobody of that nature, dog. I mean, at all. We fucking barrel hunting at that point. But I mean, where are you at, Turf, with the Sam Darnold? 40 years.
I mean, it's crazy at that price point. I mean, the deal that Sam Darnold would get is the same deal that Gardner Minshew got. That's about as good as I can give him.
Yeah,
and it's a show me deal. You got to show me that you worth this money, and you're not going to choke in the playoffs or the last few games, and go back to your ways of seeing ghosts, and then I might entertain that idea. But for that price tag that he wants, and we know this person is only going to be a bridge quarterback to begin with, you're talking maximum 3 years. It makes no sense. I mean, not for that price point. Now, if he's going to come in for 10, 15 mil, I would entertain that because, we're getting a rookie quarterback and he's going to need to learn under the tutelage of somebody. And I wouldn't be mad at a journeyman like Sam Darnold, who was a first-round draft pick that just basically went to the wrong team. And that's why he's kind of ended up where he is, in my opinion. So, yeah. I can't do it.
Agreed. There's definitely no Justin Jefferson.
Exactly. Now that dude just used to chuck it up, and rightfully so.
Honestly, bro, I've thought about this for days, and I'll say it, bro. This is like if AOC had a similar good year, and then all of a sudden, other teams are like, "Yeah, bro, we should be paying this man $40 million." I think all of us Raider fans would be looking like, "What the fuck are they talking about? $40 million?" Like, huh? Bro, that's how I feel. That's kind of how I feel with Darnold. It's like I'm looking like, what the fuck? Like, bro, it's been 1 year. Literally 1 year. If you guys notice the theme that we talked about with a lot of these players tonight, it's been 1 year. It's like a lot of us are trying to give the bag to these players that have only shown us 1 year of consistency or other shit like that. Or again, I say it all the time. People always want to pay for the P word, but then they get the P confused. Some people want to pay for fucking potential when really I'm paying for production. What's the fucking production? What have I seen, bro? Like, I haven't seen Sam Darnold do a damn thing before he got with I want to say top 5 play caller in the league. Obviously a top 3 receiver and a very, very good offensive core. So which things you do not have here. So at the end of the day, bro, like we're not in that position. And obviously people are like, oh man, you can still get a rookie and all that shit. Bro, if you're signing this man to $40 million, bro, that's your quarterback for at least two, 3 years. Yeah. That's your guy. And you strapped. So I pass on that.
Yeah, I can't believe anybody would pay him that. And that's what they're honestly saying. His agents are putting that out there that he wants $40 million.
It's insane.
Bro, and he's dead ass. He's dead ass. And he's like, the only way he's gonna take the minimum is if he goes back with Minnesota, which probably be smart. You know what I mean? Probably be smart for him to do that. But I cannot fathom this, but let's talk about some other big money. Now, this is a quarterback I have been talking about and I've been wanting for a minute, and that's Matt Stafford, right? I fuck with Matt Stafford all day and night. All day and night. But we got to hang up. We're going to have to trade capital, and the man talking about he want $50 million, not 40, he want 50. So, I mean, where would y'all be? There's no look. If the Rams are asking for anything higher, if you talking about this man needs $50 million, I got to pay him that money. If you asking for anything higher than a 4th, bro, you smoking a different type of crack. I don't know what the fuck you smoking. Yeah.
Right.
I can't do that. But where are y'all? Would you say if the price tag is a 4th,
right,
4th or less? I would say 4th. It's probably gonna be 4th, and you have to pay him the 50. Are you doing it? Let's start with Turf on this. Where are you at?
Yeah. So this Matthew Stafford thing. It's real, ladies and gentlemen, and it's been around for quite some time, especially for some of the people that are in the know, right? Just based on relationships. I can assure you that we absolutely have been looking into this as an organization. Now, I have to believe that Tom Brady and Spytech are absolutely going to get the best deal they possibly can. And in my eyes, I'm okay with the money, but I'm not okay with the picks. I'm okay with $50 million. Hell, I might even give him more, to be honest. If he's going to be my bridge guy for 3 years guaranteed, I know I'm still going to use my first for a quarterback, right? Or trade down and get one in the second because I know I got Stafford.
There you
go.
You
know what I mean?
There you go.
I would do things like that. But as far as giving up a 3rd or above, I can't. It's too priceless. It's too priceless in this draft. This draft is way too priceless. A 3rd round pick in my eyes could potentially be a Pro Bowler by year 3.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's how I see this class.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
So I can't do it.
At first, I shuddered at the $50 million. I shuddered. You're like, fuck, like, that's a lot of money, dog. But then like Turf says, it ain't gonna be that long. You know what I mean? It's not like we giving this man no 5-6 year deal. And we obviously know that's a bridge. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I think everybody in the building would know, like, this man's not staying here for no long period of time. So as long, like you said, bro, if it ain't no third rounder, if I got to give up a fourth, shit. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, where are you at, LV? What would you do?
Yeah, and when I initially had seen it, prior to the money attached to it, I was like, fuck yeah, we should do that shit yesterday. Like, a third for Matt Stafford, that can only help us. But once that money started coming in at what he's asking for, I was like, all right, let's pump the brakes. And then I started to think about it more, and Matt Stafford has been so damn productive in this league in places that are not productive in Detroit, and then the Rams weren't super productive before Sean McVay, at least. But it's hard because I really like Stafford a lot, and I think he would do good on the Raiders as well. But it's kind of like, when is that decline going to come? That's what I'm a little bit nervous about. When is the decline going to come? And I know for a fact that Sean McVay helped him a ton offensively. And I like our offensive staff for sure. But it's not Sean McVay, to be fair. Sean McVay
he can work with Chip, though. I think.
Oh, no, for sure.
And that's the beauty of having. So this is the thing about Matthew Stafford. He's going to be able to work in any confinement.
Yeah,
that's
I
the beauty of it. That's the last thing we have to worry about is if he can execute that offense. Seriously, that's literally the last thing on your mind. Now, he's got to do it better than most other quarterbacks in the league, just based on his cerebral side of things. He's 37. He's at that age where he has to use that more to his advantage. So,
and we all watched the Rams last year, bro. I'm not like, take out the playoff game because that's what everybody talks about and shit. I watched the man throughout the year. I mean, LV, we in Southern California, so you got to watch the Rams regardless. Yeah. The man still can sling this bitch. I would say nobody tells me, bro. There was a time where Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua was out. This motherfucker was throwing the Rite Aid worker, and this man was still slinging that shit, bro. Like, I don't know. Out of all the options, the veteran options, I feel like this man still got at least 2 good years of football left.
Oh,
at minimum, he's 37. I think he easily can play to 40. Play to 40.
Because he doesn't rely on the athleticism, right? Like, it's like he does win from the pocket. He does do these things, and his arm is still lively. So I would, people talk about Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he doesn't have quite Aaron Rodgers-esque arm, but that shit is close. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like,
it's close.
That motherfucker's strong enough. So, and if you could tell me I have, a year from now, if we looking at or just a couple months from now, if you tell me our quarterback depth is like Matt Stafford and Will Howard or Jackson Dart or something like that behind the Matt Stafford, I'm happy. I'm 100% happy. I'm good, bro. I'm straight. Because now I know we got somebody in the wings. At least if we can hear from the background if he making progress or not. If that motherfucker ain't it, we draft again next year. It is what it is, bro. Until we do that shit. So it's like, I would be pretty good with that. Now this is the question for everybody. This is a question I have for y'all. We'll start with LV. Do you believe that Matt Stafford is a top 10 quarterback or top 12? Because 50 mil is top 10, 12 quarterback money. Like, that's what that is, bro. Like, he's basically saying he's a top 10 quarterback in the league. Feel me? So,
yeah.
How do you feel?
Oh, that's tough because that means I'd be giving the Rams some kind of, props, and I fucking hate the Rams. But he's definitely up there. He's for sure. He'd probably be around 12. Honestly, I think it would be worth it. We're talking about Sam Darnold wanting 40, and Sam Darnold hasn't proven anything in this league at all. So to be able, I would open my pocketbooks for Matt Stafford, honestly. And I've been since I seen it, I've been going back and forth in my own head. But right now, I would, considering that we do need that position to be filled. I'm not super confident in AOC's ability. And
I still love AOC. That's still my guy.
I like AOC as the bridge quarterback, but if you can upgrade the position to Matt Stafford, I'm doing it 100 times out of 100.
I'd even trade AOC in that situation.
No, exactly.
I would trade him, and maybe that is something that possibly McVay thinks he might be able to deal with. I mean, LV, you hit it right on the head. As far as NFL.com, you hit it right on the head. Matthew Stafford is ranked 12th. Now, I have to tell you the guys that's in front of him in order for us to really believe that he's 12, right? Because you got, it's obvious, no brainer. Lamar 1, Allen 2, Burrow 3. That I'm not even thinking about that. Now we got Jared Goff at 4. I believe Matthew Stafford is light years ahead of Jared Goff.
Right now, Detroit would take Matt Stafford back right now if they could. Yes. And don't let them motherfuckers fool you. They would take him back right now. I'm gonna just, I love you, Jeff, but I'm gonna be honest. What the fuck are we gonna do with a 4th round pick or a 5th round pick, bro?
Yeah, we can get rid of a 4th or 5th.
Come on, bro. Like, be real with yourself, bro. Do you think a 4th round pick is immediately gonna give us the value Matt Stafford is gonna give you?
No,
I don't think so. No. I don't.
You'll get a good running back. You'll get a good running back at 4th or 5th.
But maybe a good D tackle or something like that. But it ain't gonna be the same value. It's just not. It's just not. Now, if you say, oh my God, we got a starter in the 4th round, starting quarterback and shit like that. Of course, that's different. But I mean, how many times does that happen? Right? Real talk. After the 3rd round, bro. It's a crapshoot. I'm gonna just be honest with you, dog. After the 3rd round, bro, you rolling the dice and shit. You hoping that motherfucker turns into a quality depth player. That's just it. You're not sitting now. If you get a starter out the 4th, 5th, 6th rounds and shit, maybe that 5th, 6th, all that. Your GM's doing his fucking job. I'm just saying that right now. Like your GM is doing his job. You getting starters and all pros and shit out of them rounds, but you just getting quality depth for the most part. For 4th, 5th, all this, it's just quality depth.
Let's finish this these 12 out real quick. At number 5, Baker Mayfield. I'm taking Matthew Stafford.
Matt Stafford's better than Baker Mayfield.
Exactly. At 6, Jaden Daniels. I'm not taking Matthew Stafford over Jaden.
Jaden Daniels better.
At 7, Sam Darnold. It's not even right. It's laughable, right? At 8, which is wild to me, is Patrick Mahomes. Is a no-brainer.
This is just based off the play last year.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, at 9, Justin Herbert. I'm taking Matthew Stafford over Justin Herbert.
Some people get mad at you.
It's close for me. It's close for me.
It ain't close for me. And I love it. I was saying I wish we had Herbert at one point.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
I can agree with that.
Hey, ranked at 10. Now, this is going to be controversial for some people, which is Jordan Love. I'm taking Stafford over Jordan Love.
I don't know, man. Yeah, the way
that's why I said I know a lot of people are going to be like, no, Turf, you wrong. You wrong, Turf. I'm going with,
bro.
Jordan Love. It's the age.
The age is the only
that's why, yeah. That's it. Exactly.
And last but not least, at 11, because Matthew was at 12, is Bryce Young. Again, I'm taking Matthew Stafford over Bryce Young now.
I'm taking Matt Stafford. Yeah, I'm taking.
So I mean,
he better than half the list. He's better than half the list.
Yeah, exactly.
At least he's 5th behind your boy Jaden Daniels. He's 5th behind him, in my opinion, or 6th. Now, I would say behind Patrick Mahomes, because
you got to. I think you got to. Well, no, because this is the thing. I hate it because I do like Jalen Hurts as a quarterback, but he's not as a talent. He's not more talented than Matt Stafford. I'd say that, but just putting his team in position to win, Jalen Hurts he just puts his team in position, so it's kind of hard. Yeah. But for Matt, bro, I mean, I understand people shuddering at the money. I get it. You know what I mean? I understand, but just. As far as the options that are out there, if you're telling me, look at Russell Wilson, what the fuck does he want? You know what I mean? First of all, get that shit out your minds. I don't even think they want that man, bro. Nah, like, get that shit out your minds, bro.
I really don't want him now. Yeah, I didn't want him back then. I really don't want him now.
Get that done. I mean, now Darnold, we all said no. You feel me? I mean, the only other one, right, is Aaron Rodgers, but I don't like that either. To be honest with you, I don't like that either, bro. It don't seem like it fits. Right. It don't feel like a fit to me. So there's only other solution, bro. I think we all know what it is, bro. And I'm about to go ahead and bring it up right now. But Turf, I mean, My boy LV is just getting to know what it is as far as the rundown channel, but Turf know every draft season is the same goddamn thing. I've been saying the same thing for 3 years when it comes to the quarterback situation.
Right.
Draft a fucking quarterback. Draft one, bro. It's time. It's time, bro. Like we cannot keep kicking this can down the road. And I want y'all to go ahead and read this, right? Because this is very important. I just saw this as well. Boom. Now, the Raiders are reported for everything quarterback related, but right, I've been hearing this a lot too, especially for some of my people. The Raiders are looking to trade up in the draft to number 1, and if they do it, it might be for Cam Ward. Now, the selection of the quarterback always varies on who I hear. Oh, they're trying to trade up for this or this, but I have heard multiple times like these motherfuckers are going to look to trade up. So, if that was to happen, like okay, see, and this is where I'm gonna get mad. But I'm not. Yeah. I'm gonna let people talk though.
Yeah.
If they were to trade up, how would you feel? Let's start with LV on this one, bro. How would you feel if they were to trade up to number 1?
I don't care who it is at number 1 at the quarterback position. At least, if you get someone like Abdul Carter, I'll feel a little bit better. But they're gonna want so much capital, and we have a lot of holes. And we were saying in this draft, like it's so freaking deep. Like I don't understand. Like I've seen something along the lines of like obviously this first, a second, a third, and then next year's first and second, something like that. I think this draft is way too deep. It's going to fill too many holes, and that's not even talking about the quarterback at all. Like because if we get Cam Ward or Sheduer or whoever, if they don't pan out, we are in the Jamarcus Russell train again, and nobody wants that shit. And if we don't, we stay at 6. We trade back or whatever, get whoever. We fill all the holes that we're looking for in this draft. You feel a lot better about your team that you can still go up next year. You still have your draft capital to find your quarterback. So I don't like trading up at all. I think we're going to give up way too much. And I really like this draft class, basically.
Right. I mean, Turf, where are you at with it? Where are you?
LV hit it on the head. My same exact sentiments. There's no way I'm trading up for either of these guys. It's just the draft is too deep with talent to miss. I mean, if you're going to allow me to give you next year, absolutely. Absolutely, because I don't see much next year. You know what I mean? At least not on the horizon right now. Right. And what we need right now is in this draft. I think this draft is loaded with defense and running backs. 100%. And that's everything we need, in my opinion. 100%. I mean, don't get me wrong, we need some offense. We need a lot of offense too. I mean, that's the whole point. We got a lot of holes to fill. Offensive linemen, defensive linemen. So trade down. I'm more so willing to trade down than to trade up. I'd much rather trade down than the trade.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I've thought about that a lot. I've entertained that a lot. As far as the trade down method. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I agree with y'all as far as the trade up. Because if we have to give up like our second rounder and shit, like that's too rich for me. Because of what LV pointed out, I think there are very quality players in this draft that will be able to round the roster out. Right. As much as I like Sheduer. As much as I like Cam, like I don't think that this is the draft to do it. I would have did it last year. I don't know if this is the draft to do it. Now, if you tell me that they're sliding, I don't understand when people sit there and they're like, oh, I wouldn't take them at 6. That makes no sense to me. If they're there at 6, bro, you got to do that. That makes 0 sense. But as far as trading up, giving up capital, now, like what Turf said now, say if you only had to give up, right? You know, you swap your first and you only had to give up one of your thirds and you give up a second next year, I might do that. I ain't gonna lie. I might do that. Better. Because that's a little better because we got 2 thirds, right? I mean, we might have 3 maybe, but we got 2 thirds. We keep our second, which we need this year. And nobody gives a fuck about next year. Like Turf said, if the quarterback pans out, nobody gives a damn about the second round pick next year. Yep. So who cares? Right. So I would entertain that if the trade looked good and if it made sense. But if we got to give up like the fucking Panthers gave up and shit, like I'm out. No, like we're not doing that.
Dude, this third round, though, I got to let y'all know something. I'm not everybody keeps talking about we got an extra third. Like that's not a potential Pro Bowler this year. That's the part I'm having a hard time with. I don't want to give up anything this draft. I mean, I'll give up the 6th pick for whatever we trade for
to get more.
Maybe
to get more thirds.
Get more.
Yeah.
Anything in the 3rd round, ladies and gentlemen, I think you are potentially sitting on a gold mine this draft.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I agree, but like I said, bro, like I mean,
running back, you pick a running back in the 3rd round, bro. It's almost
we're gonna do that anyway.
Have a Gibbs or something.
We're gonna do that.
It's gonna be what you want.
Yeah,
I think for me, like I said, bro, I agree with that. But let's say if and I'm not gonna say a CJ Stroud-esque year, right? Like say if we get Cam Ward or Sheduer and we only have to give up a 1st and one of them 3rds, and they have a Stroud type year. I don't give a damn about that 3rd round pick. I really don't give a shit because that's a quarterback, bro. Like that's a quarterback. So I mean, I get what you're saying. The trade down method I am entertaining. Have you thought about any people that you would like for a trade down method?
I honestly haven't gone that far because I don't know. I don't see what we're going to do there. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to figure this piece out.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm gonna present a scenario to you that I've seen multiple times. Everybody says Genty is 6. I think we all know how most of us feel about Genty at 6. I'm not doing that. But if a team wants to do that, by all means, let's go ahead, man. You know what I mean? Trade up. So let's say somebody does want to trade up, grab Genty or one of these other players at the 6th spot. I would definitely like trading down. A player that I've thought of a lot is another Michigan guy, Kenneth Grant. I've thought of Kenneth Grant a lot, bro, because Kenneth Grant is more of a John Jenkins replacement, and he's more agile, more athletic than John Jenkins is, right? And to pair him with Christian Wilkins, which is funny, right? Because a lot of people's comparison for Mason Graham is Christian Wilkins. So it's like, if I can get, Kenneth Grant next to the guy that he kind of helped in college and played near, and it's kind of the same type of play style, I would like that. I mean, some of the Georgia boys is there. You can get that. Corners available. You probably still can get Will Johnson if you look at somewhere in the top 15. Top 12 probably still can get Will Johnson. So, I mean, the trade back option is there. I just, I worry about what we're going to do quarterback-wise in this scenario. I really do.
Yeah.
It worries me.
As far as trading back, like, it honestly depends who your trade partner is. Like, if you move as far back as, like, late 20s, I'm looking at a guy like Emeka Egbuka. I think he could be really good. That's kind of, like, far down, but honestly, I've been hearing a lot of people. I mean, maybe it's just Jeff getting in my ear, but if the Cowboys want to move up to 6 and take their Genty, because I know they're in love with Genty,
right?
Like, I've seen Will Johnson fall past 12. I've seen T-Mac drop past 12. I've seen guys that we were expecting to leave or to go as high as 6, where we're at, past 12. So I'm comfortable with that. But it just depends, on the trade partner, like I said. But I don't
see no T-Mac dropping past 12. I don't see
I don't see it either, but I've seen it multiple times on simulations and on mock drafts.
We ain't see Brock Bowers shouldn't have win at 13. Now that you look at
that's
it.
True. That's true.
Now that you look, I think a lot of teams we should have probably picked Brock Bowers. But I mean, it's not saying you can't get a quality player if you're not 6th overall. Like, so we got to get out this mindset. Again, if your GM is good at what he does, it don't matter if you picking at 6 or 12, you're gonna get somebody because your GM knows what the fuck he's doing. So, and I'm pretty confident that our GM knows what he's doing. Right now, understand, I wouldn't be mad if somebody other than us did trade up for Cam Ward. Now, I would be mad if somebody traded up for Cam Ward, that motherfucker ended up having like a generational ass year. Yeah. Then I'd be like, all right, well, yeah, we fucked up again. But if he doesn't, and say, maybe Sheduer gets taken as well. Say if Jackson Dart gets taken before we go, and Abdul Carter is there, well, goddamn it, hey. I'm with the consolation prize.
Good,
Abdul Carter or some shit like that. I'm happy. But let's start talking about the draft. Let's continue to talk about the draft a little bit. Y'all got some time. I know we're gonna end off in a little bit. But let's I want to save the Sheduer talk. Nah, fuck it. Let's bring it up. All right. there are a lot of people, man. There are a lot of people, bro, that were mad that Sheduer decided not to throw at the combine this week. I'm a preference. Y'all already know me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. That shit means nothing to me that he decided to not throw out there. And then we hearing now Cam Ward all of a sudden might not throw. Now everybody changing their fucking tune. But either way, man, how did y'all feel when you heard it? Right? It was like, oh, Shedeur's not throwing at the combine. So I mean, let's start with Turf, and then we'll go with LV because I know you probably got something good. But Turf, how you feel, man, that he wasn't throwing?
I wasn't mad at all. And in fact, I think it's smart. I don't think either of those guys have anything to gain in this combine. There's nothing that they can do that's going to stick out and make them better off than where they are. Now, what they can do is look worse.
There you go.
And that's a huge possibility, which will absolutely open the doors for these lesser quarterbacks that a lot of people are claiming are climbing up the ranks. You know what I mean? And after this, the last thing you want is to go into the combine and look worse than one of those guys that's climbing. And that would be detrimental to your career just across the board. So, I don't see it. I'm not mad at him. I think it's the smart thing to do for both of them. And to each his own. That feels differently. But if I were them, I would do exactly the same thing.
Yo, I mean, LV, how you feel, bro? How you feel?
No, I completely agree. And I mean, everyone knows I'm not the biggest Sheduer fan, but I still don't understand why people were upset about it. Like, he's projected to go, like third at the very least, first, second, third? Like, that doesn't make sense for him to go out there, and if he hypothetically does bad, he's going to, take his draft stock, and then the Raiders are really going to get him. So it's like, bro, you're good. Like, that doesn't make sense,
yeah, bro.
But yeah, I think Turf said it perfectly, honestly.
There's nothing, again, like both of y'all I'm gonna echo what both of y'all said, man. There's nothing they have to gain from doing this, from getting on there, because like Turf said, the only thing they can do is make themselves look worse. I mean, honestly. And for me, I've watched Sheduer 2.5 years straight, right? So it's like,
right.
I pretty much know what I've seen. And not only that, bro, that take out me, bro, a scout. There is 4+ years of game film for both of them motherfuckers, Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders. If you can't properly assess what type of quarterback that is in them 4+ years of game tape, and you need the combine and shit, I'm pretty worried about where your scouting department might be. I ain't gonna cap. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. If your scouts can't figure it the fuck out after 4+ years of game film, then what the fuck are we watching? The combine is for players like Jalen Milroe to go out there and to fool some of y'all. Some of y'all gonna come on this motherfucker after the quarterbacks work out and get to talking about. I can see it now. Oh, look at Jalen Milroe. Look what he did. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
One of my dogs from home, if you see on the Instagram, he said he wanted Janty and Milroe. Trust me, my boy's got it. Bro, I don't understand it either. And Randall Kildare, you was that instigator growing up, huh? You always got people in fights.
No, because look,
you good friends with Chris, bro. You friends with PTS, because you over there talking about, I'm saying, if you're good, what are you afraid of? Yeah, you are an instigator like a mofo.
This is what I get mad at, right? Because yesterday, that's all people said. Oh, Shedeur's scared. The man's hiding something. Oh he doesn't want to get out there. But then when Cam Ward said, oh, I might not throw, these motherfuckers. No, well, Cam Ward does what you're saying, right? Shut up. How? It doesn't make sense, bro. Like, at the end of the day, like they are saying, bro, just to wrap it all in a bow, they have nothing to gain. Jaden Daniels didn't throw. Caleb Williams didn't throw. Bryce Young didn't throw. All these motherfuckers did not. A lot of these people, Drake May didn't throw. A lot of these people did not throw, right? Like, and if I'm not mistaken, bro, I see more NFL teams fall in love and commit themselves at the pro day more than I do the fucking combine. The pro day is where I see teams really get in there and they get to look in. Yeah, come on, there you go. right? They get now that's where we really get it in. But the combine, bro, that's more for other positions. I don't care about the quarterbacks at the combine, bro. Like, really don't matter. So I don't know. I mean, I know Jackson Dart's going to get – now, the quarterbacks that are going to throw, I do want to see, right? Like Jackson Dart, Milroe, Shook. I want to see all them guys, bro. Like
Howard,
Ohio State,
Will Howard, Dylan Gabriel, all these guys. Yeah. Those are guys that need to throw. They need to get out there and improve stock. 100%. They need to improve stock. But the top two dudes, bro, no. Don't get out there, bro, and fuck yourself up. Do none of that bullshit. And guess what? Even the best running back in the class isn't even participating in combine drills. A running back. Not even participating. Bro, Jency's not even doing running. He's only doing medical.
Oh, wow.
He done already said it right now. He's like, bro, I'm only doing the medical at the combine. A running back. So if a running back can say that,
it's going to hurt his stock. Bro, I bet you I'm praying that a lot of these running backs that people think are going to, do well, like the Scadaboos and so forth, I'm praying they run and do drills.
That's the one guy I want to see run.
So people can see. Hey, Scadaboo to me is another Lobby 2.0.
That's another. I like that.
Whoa, hold on. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
And the reason I say that, look, I'll tell you why. Look, look how Janty broke tackles. It was much different than the way that Scadaboo broke tackles. And the reality is, Janty is definitely faster than Scadaboo. And in the league, bro, people run to the ball, man. You're not going to just bounce off and break tackles without people catching up to you. Janty will have the ability to start and stop, right, and go. I don't see that in Scadaboo's game. I see him running over a few people and getting 5-6 yards at best.
He a little quicker than you giving him credit. I think he got a little more.
I'll be shocked if he breaks a 4. I'll be shocked if he breaks a 4.6. If he breaks a 4,
I have him running a 4.5.
If he runs, I'm gonna tell you right now, Turf. If that man runs a 4.5, if that man runs a 4.5, it's over. It's over. If he runs a 4.5, he's going in the third round. He's going in the third round.
I don't covet 4.5. I'm a 4.5. That I just don't.
Hey, man,
a 4.5, bro. I ran a 4.5.
Because but your build, Turf. I mean, your build and his build. I mean, he's a little bit bigger.
He's way bigger than me. Yeah, he's way bigger than me.
Like a 4.5 for him. Oh, motherfucker! If he runs a 4.5, dog, I'm straight. I ain't gonna lie because
that's game speed is faster than a 4.5.
Kildare just said it, bro. Kildare just said it. He's at best. He's gonna run a 4.65. This ain't college. This ain't where they gonna give you some love because you know what I'm saying. You're not coming in at 5'11" when you 5'8". It's not going down, bro. I will be shocked if he breaks a 4.67.
Now, I think 4.6, that's probably where he'll get. But if he runs anything like a 4.5, dog, low 4.5,
it does help him. It does help him. I just don't think that it's gonna translate. And I could be 100% wrong, bro. I've always brought myself to the front of the congregation, and I will continue to do that, and I will absolutely do it for Mr. Scottaboo. I mean, I'm just giving him more fuel to his fire, bro.
Yeah, 100%. I like him.
And be mad at me, you know what I'm saying? Get even with him.
Would I take him over some of these other running backs that I like? No, I probably wouldn't do that. But if we did get him, I wouldn't be mad. You know, in addition to some other guy, I would think he needs to be.
You have to get another guy.
Oh yeah, you got to get another guy. So I mean. Continue on the quarterbacks a little bit, and then we can talk some running backs, and then get up out of here real quick. But on the quarterbacks, where are y'all if it's not the first two? I understand Jackson Dart, I understand that, I understand Will Howard, but we understand these dudes can't. I don't think they should be playing year one. They should not be seeing them field. Them two dudes, I don't see that at all. But for you guys, where are you excited for the combine, really? So what quarterback, do you really want to get into? I know I kind of know LV answer, you know what I mean? But so we start with LV. So you really want to look at that Jackson Dart in the combine?
Yeah, I mean, this whole weekend I watched a ton of film on Dart and on Shedeur Sanders because I think those are the two best options for where we're positioned at. And I honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Sheduer, but after watching some film, he does some really good stuff that I like a lot. And I've said this a lot. Sheduer probably has the highest floor in this draft, but I don't think that his ceiling is that high. I just don't believe in his ceiling. So I like, and what I like is that I think Dart's ceiling is really high, but his floor is obviously not there. That's why I think he's probably going to go late first. If someone that really believes in him, probably early second. But guys outside of that, that I haven't really talked about that I like is probably like Will Howard. I like Will Howard a bit, and you know the connection with Chip Kelly is only a plus. I was kind of looking at Dylan Gabriel when Pete Carroll was first announced because I feel like he kind of fits that Russell Wilson mold and what he kind of did in Seattle. So I was looking into him. But one of the guys that I really want to see throw, and you talked about him, is Tyler Shaw. And I have not seen a ton out of him. I'm not going to lie, so I'm not going to speak a lot about what he did. But he's super interesting to me because people are saying he could be possibly one of the steals in this draft. And so I need to start doing a little bit more homework on him, but I think he's going to be a guy that I need to look out for in this draft, in the combine, I mean.
Yeah, I 100% agree. The only thing with Shuck, bro, I mean, he's 25, like, you know, and sometimes like that's where it is. Now, when you sit there and people say, oh, he's going to play for 10 years, I mean, which could be true, but at the end of the day, you got to look at the development, right? Like, how much development has he already had? Where is he in his ceiling? And I feel like he's damn near hitting that. So then it's like, if you're drafting him, then how much more can we get out of that lemon, right? Like, how much juice are we going to get out the squeeze?
Yeah.
Before Turf go, I'm gonna say this, bro. Some people are not going to agree, but I'll give a damn. One of the main reasons I really fuck with Sheduer, bro, again, 2+ years of watching him, bro. I've seen it. When it's 2 minutes left, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. When the motherfucker needs a score, when we need to go down and get some points, I've seen it multiple times, dog. It's not no like, oh yeah, we just do, like. And I watched Cam Ward multiple times. He was in the Pac-12. Come on now, LV, we know that. We watched him at Washington State. I've seen it multiple times, even compared to Sheduer, bro. When points is needed and we need to get the fuck down there, bro. Multiple times I've seen Sheduer pull that shit off, and I mean, like, he just got that shit. And sometimes with quarterbacks, it's not always, oh, he got the livest arm, he's got this, he's got that. Right. But when 4 minutes, 2 minutes come down to it, do you want the ball in the motherfucking hands or not? You know what I mean? And I think he, out of everybody, bro, I think Sheduer's got that ability out of everybody in the class, and that I value high. That's just me. I value that shit way high when it comes to quarterbacks. So I mean, but Turf, we looking at the combine,
right?
Where are you?
I mean, one of the guys that I want to pay attention to just because is the kid from Syracuse, Kyle McCord. I'm curious. I'm curious as to what he looks like. LV already said the other guy, Shaw, I don't know how you pronounce it. Right? Tyler Shaw from Louisville. I mean, y'all might clown me for this one, but the FCS winner, man, this kid Cam Miller from North Dakota State.
North Dakota State,
I hate it because he shredded us, and I don't think he's good. He definitely wasn't better than our quarterback at Montana State, but hey, he's on the list for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying he's somebody that's remotely close to looking like a starter or anything, but I do want to see these guys and see what they can do in the combine.
Yeah.
With the number one guy that I see being a quote unquote sleeper is the kid from Syracuse.
Yeah, I've seen people talk about McCord a lot. You know, I definitely want to get into the Will Howard. I've already made the statement. Like, I think, you know, if we're talking about the second tier, whatever tier, third tier of quarterbacks, I mean, there's nothing you can tell me that doesn't, you know, convince me he's not better than Jalen Milroe or, you know, all these. Like, come on, bro. Like let's just keep it a bean. I understand Jalen Milroe is more athletic, but I mean, I've seen Will Howard can run. He's not run like that. Yeah. Run. The arm is not as strong, but it's strong enough. He's got better accuracy and timing for sure. Yep. So I mean, I don't think there's too much of a difference there. To be honest. Now, real quick, Jeff sending another.
Oh yeah.
I want to see the O-line just not the 40 yards. That's a waste to make big guys run 40s. I agree, bro. Like,
I agree with that one, bro.
Now, when they do the 3-cone shuttle, right? When they
I like to see.
I like that. See the
because a good pulling guard, right? Good pulling center, all those things. Yeah, you could do some damage with that.
Now, real quick before we get into the running backs, I'll bring up this scenario. LV will appreciate this, man. I'm doing a little mock draft earlier, and we was able to get Gray Zabel in the second round. Now, look, if we get that, if we can do that too, bro, I like it. I really like it, bro, because I ain't gonna lie. We're not gonna get no quarterback in these first rounds or whatever. Strengthen the trenches. Get the trenches strong, bro. Let's get that right and go from the inside out. We'll fuck around from there.
Yep.
But let's kind of get into some running back talk real quick, then we can end this thing out. There's a lot of talk about this class and how deep it is. Guys that we can get. I really like. I mean, I think right now it's already solidified. Hampton. Genty, those are the first two guys in the tiers that you would take probably maybe if it comes first round or early second round. But for me, bro, I like that Caleb Johnson, bro. That's a guy I really fuck with. But something tells me that we getting one of them Ohio State running backs. And something tell me, bro, and I know a lot of people like Henderson.
I love him.
I feel like Judkins is going to be a better NFL running back. I really do, bro. He's bigger. I think he has more of a power to his game. I think he kind of has better vision than Travion too. Some people are going to be mad when I say that, but I think he has better vision as a runner. I ain't gonna lie. And I feel like he has more potential to be a third down back, all 3 downs. Right, I feel like Judkins could be all 3 downs, whereas Henderson, he has to be part of a committee, in my opinion. But where are y'all, bro? I mean,
I'll put it to you like this: what do you think the size difference is between Jahmyr Gibbs and your guy Henderson?
Henderson or Judkins?
Henderson. Who do you think's the bigger of the two, Jahmyr Gibbs or Trayvon Henderson?
I think Henderson.
Travion. Well, nah. I think Gibbs is low-key bigger. I ain't gonna lie.
Nope, he's not. Gibbs is 5'8", 5'9".
Is he?
Yes.
Oh, damn. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. I see everybody compare Henderson.
It reminds me of that type of a 1-2 punch, meaning that you don't care that he's not gonna, he may not have that vision, if you will, so to speak, because you're gonna expect him to hit those holes and be the home run hitter. That's what I'm looking for, and that's what I saw him do a lot at Ohio State, which intrigues me. And that's that home run hitting ability. Judkins, yes, he's got some speed. I mean, he's not slow by any means. I mean, he runs a 4.5, 4.49 to be exact. But again, if I had my pick, I mean, and I think Henderson's ranked higher for that reason. It's hard to get a home run hitter like that, bro.
See, for me, Judkins can run the home run, in my opinion. And this is where, as running backs, Turf, I look at it as a fairy tale, right? Henderson been there for like 2-3 years. There's a reason they had to go get Judkins from Ole Miss. There wasn't no fucking bro. There is a reason they had to get him, bro, because Henderson been there for a minute. It's not like Henderson ain't been there for 2+ years and all that extra. They had to get Judkins because Judkins brings a different style and element that you can kind of play off and feed of, which is why I say, if you get Henderson, you're going to have to fuck around and say, we got to have somebody else, right? We got to have another back to come in here and do the David Montgomery. We have to, because he's not a 3-down back. Whereas I feel like Judkins, I feel like it don't fucking matter, bro. I feel like you get this dude, I feel like that dude is going to be a 3-down back. I just see it. But LV, break the tie, bro. Where are you at?
Honestly, I really like Travion Henderson too, but to me, it's you're splitting hairs at that point. To be honest, because I really like both guys. They could do, honestly, both of them. I feel they can do anything pretty much well. But go ahead.
I didn't mean to interrupt. My thing is this: we all know the league is no longer an every down back league.
No, yeah.
It's just the harsh reality. Yep. And the bottom line is you absolutely need a home run hitter. And it's a lot harder to find a home run hitter than it is to find a good running back. in my opinion, because not only do you need the 4.3 speed, you need the ability on top of it. And that's way harder to find than like a Judkins or right the kid from Kansas, right? Guys that run 4.6, 4.7s, but they ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like the kid from Detroit, right? Jahmyr Gibbs Montgomery. Montgomery isn't no speedster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a big back that absolutely, can switch it up. And that's what you're going to need. There is no such thing as an every down back in the NFL anymore.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I think those days are way gone.
Yeah, and that's where I kind of was headed to as well. Like, if we get either of the guys, I still want to get another one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, if you believe Judkins is that three down guy, I still want to go get the Scatabo to get some power, or the
100%.
Gordon, or the whoever your guy is at that point, and then vice versa with Henderson. Like, he does have that power and speed, but I still want to go get whatever his opposite could be, because Judkins and Henderson played off of each other so well, and we've seen it work with guys like in Detroit with Gibbs and Montgomery, and I think that's the way that the league is going to start to trend. So this is the draft that you have to go get those guys, because it is so damn deep at the running back position, and you can go back and forth between the Ohio State guys, the Caleb Johnson, Ollie Gordon, whoever. Honestly, at this point, if you get it right, like, there's so many guys. I like all of the combinations ahead of us, to be honest.
Bro, a lot now. Caleb Johnson is barely getting the love and the smoke from a lot of people. I've been talking about Caleb Johnson for a fucking minute, bro. Like, I feel like he's another guy, right? Like, if he gets any crease, any room, it's over. Like, that shit is over. Caleb Johnson.
Jaden Blue is in the draft. Running back from oh my god, and he's ranked.
Dylan Sampson's in the draft, right? I like
that. Crazy.
This draft is wild, bro.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but every time I look at this list, bro, it just gets more insane. Because I even like the kid that's ranked before freaking Henderson. Or after Henderson, my bad. The kid from Tennessee, Dylan Sampson.
Sampson. Yeah, Sampson's not bad. Hey, I'm gonna tell you another one.
540, bro. Come.
Tell you another one, bro. Somebody that I have a love affair with right now. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I've been watching a lot of tape. You like Judkins, bro? I sent the highlight, I think, in our group chat, Turf. That Khalil Mullings, bro. I don't understand how nobody is talking about this dude, bro. I don't get it.
Rundown. We put a lot of people on the Mullings at one time. We showed up. We put a lot of people
LV,
on.
What are we missing, dog? What the fuck?
I don't know.
6'2", 2 something. If this man gets out here and runs a 4.4, 4.5, dog, it's a wrap.
It's over.
I will
mark
him.
Fucking 7th round, dog. What?
Dog. Now, if you mean to tell me that I can get a Henderson, right? Even though I'm on the Judkins train, but if I get Henderson, and if I get a motherfucker like Khalil Mullings in the 6th round, right? All 6'2", 2 something of them. Oh, dog, my goddamn running back room is legit now. I like what I seen, bro. I like what I see. So
that fool is 230 pounds, bro.
Jesus Christ! And if you watch him, you'd be like, there's no way he weighs that much. There's no way. And he moves the way he moves.
The way he moves, yeah.
Bro, there's so many running backs in this class. You know, and I'm not even talking about some of the lower tier ones you can get undrafted free agency shit, like RJ Harvey, Taj Brooks, all these guys over there, bro, that some people don't even speak about. DJ Giddens, somebody who's going to be a lower round, bro. Like,
hey, I watched the kid from Minnesota, Marcus Major, running back, 6 feet, 4 or 5 foot. Hey, I'm telling everybody, Minnesota is about to be a problem. I love their head coach, and they got talent. The only thing that held them back this year was their quarterback. Yeah. They got everything in skill positions. I'm talking top to bottom, offense and defense. That team is building something special, and this kid, Marcus Major, he's going to play in the league, bro.
Another guy killed SC. Another guy.
Yeah. And I got to give love to some people. They've been talking about his name, bro. That Kyle Monunga. Oh,
yeah.
Either, bro. He's not
it's
bad.
Just
a lot
of many of them, bro. It's
bro.
Too
We
many.
talk about.
I've been preaching Ollie Gordon for a while too. I like Ollie Gordon a lot.
He was a Heisman candidate before this year.
Leading rusher past season, past this one.
It's like, dog. I mean, I'm not mad at whatever combination, like you said, LV. We got to get into the trenches get into the O-line, get into the D-line, get the running backs together. I mean, it does seem like this is the draft. If it doesn't fall to us correctly, how it should fall, right? Like a quarterback come at 6 or, a quarterback falls to the point where we're looking in the second round and we're like, okay, that makes sense. If it don't make sense, bro, it seems more and more that we should be smart with our picks, get the trenches right, and get all these other positions that are surrounding the quarterback if it does not fall to us correctly. It's got to fall right, though.
What about this kid, John Emery Jr. from LSU? 226 feet, runs a 4.37 40.
Oh, running back.
Jeez.
He's ranked 42nd. He's ranked 42nd.
Damn.
6 foot, 220 pounds, and runs a 4.37.
Jesus.
I'm telling you, bro. There's so much talent in this draft at the running back position. It's so disgusting.
Much.
But it's also,
I don't even want a veteran. Bro. Keep our experienced guy now and go draft 3 of them bad boys.
I'm saying this, bro. Like, there's no need.
All of them in size and speed. Go get them all.
And there's not even no need to even draft one because like I said, you fuck around and get one undrafted, bro. Somebody gonna get undrafted that shouldn't be going undrafted. I mean, that's just simple and plain.
I think this kid Emery Jr. might be one of them.
Yeah. So it's like it seemed like, again, if Sheduer's there at 6, I'm taking him. That doesn't make no sense where a quarterback falls at 6 and you don't take that. You have to take that.
Yeah.
But if no quarterback I like I still think Jackson Dart at 6 is too rich. I'm not doing that. I just think that's too rich. So if my top 2 are gone, at that point, bro, I'm team trade down. We getting the fuck. We getting all the juice out this lemon, bro. We getting all of it. We trade down. Now, unless, I really, really, really fuck with Mason Graham or I can get Abdul Carter or something like that, then we do that. But more picks we can stockpile, more depth we can acquire, bro. I mean, we can look very, very good a year from now for another quarterback to come in here and say, all right, bro, I can take this over as well. So that could work. As much as I want Sheduer. I hope he falls, bro, because I really do. I want people eating their words, dog. I'm gonna be insufferable. I'm gonna be fucking insufferable, bro. It's gonna be over. But if we don't, let's fill out the room, bro. So that is the show, man. I appreciate y'all for joining your boy today, man. It was a fire show, man. We got it in.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
A lot of talks in, man. I feel I want to do a mock draft this week because the combine is there. So maybe if one of y'all want to pull up for the mock draft.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Tell me in, bro. My guy, he left yesterday for Indy. So we should have a little inside scoop on what's going on. Yeah,
and definitely after the combine, that's when all the rumors or whatever gonna start to solidify, and we start to hear some good shit actually from there. So. My guy Turf, man, let me know what you got going on. Let the people know what you got going on later on in the week.
Hey, you already know what's going down tomorrow. If you haven't seen it yet, you don't want to miss. It's Miss Peggy in the building. Miss Peggy is in the building on the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show tomorrow night. It will be at a time at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. My son got a rescheduled track meet, so probably won't be able to get there in time, hence why I'm just only doing tomorrow for 9 p.m. Central Standard. And then, of course, Thursday, man, you got my guy Spence and I, Dead in the Water. We'll be starting that at 8 p.m. sharp Central Standard Time. Don't even know what game we'll be watching. Maybe it's hockey, maybe it's basketball. Not sure yet. But tune in. We'll be talking about everything, not just football. We mainly talk about football, but basketball, all of it. So, we're getting that Turf and Rundown back at some point.
Yes, sir.
This Friday, once again, I'll be traveling to Maryland. We got University of Maryland, Michigan, and another team. Illinois, I think. It's a trio. This weekend up in, Silver Springs. So probably won't be able to make a Friday show, but trust me, we getting that Turf and Rundown back at some point, at some time, at some day that we can make. So
the Turf and Rundown show will be back, man. We both doing our dad things right now. So but my guy LV, man, appreciate it. His first time here on the Rundown, man. So it's always good when we got somebody here. But salute to my guy, man. Tell him what you got going on, man.
Well, first, appreciate you, for asking me to come on here. This was a dope show. I fucked with it heavy. But yeah, if you guys want to follow this side, LV Raider 10, that's my my YouTube channel. I go on with Leo, Artito Linus, Jay, Just Raiders Baby, and Jeff New England Raiders. On Wednesdays, that's the Raider Connection. And then me and Jeff's show is on Thursday. That's Raiders Coast to Coast. So every Wednesday and Thursday is when I'm normally on with a couple of different guys. But yeah, go ahead and catch me on there. Appreciate you guys pulling up on here.
Yeah, 100%, man. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button on this channel, not only on the rundown, but also on LV Raider 10, on the Ultimate Raider Fan 32, man. Help get our channels out there, spread the real Raider talk, that we got going on, man. We may not always agree on everything, but you already know what time it is, man. We got to have the discussion. So appreciate everybody for pulling up, tuning in. You already know, hit all them buttons. You know what I say every time here on the show, man. I always keep it funky, man. Make sure you keep your notifications on because I go at random ass time. So I don't have no set in the off season. I don't have no set time, bro. I be having set times during the season. Right now, I need a goddamn break and let myself just do what I do. So keep your notifications on. And y'all already know what I say, man. We keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground here on the Raider Rundown. Y'all keep it safe throughout the week, and I'll see y'all later on. Peace.
Peace.